What's up guys, my name is Benjamz and this is Freemi TV Studio X, the making of Burna Boy's African Giant. So basically I and Fino went to see Burna Boy, and we were at his crib, and he said he was, we were just vibing. He said he's working on his album, so I started playing some of my stuff for him, and when he heard the beats, he was like, oh wow, this shit is lit, this shit is fire. So he said he loved the beats, so we started vibing, and basically we recorded some part of the song that night, and after that, Kelpie, big shout out to Kelpie too. Kelpie sent me what him and Burna Boy recorded, because I wasn't there when they finished the song, but we started the whole song together. And big shout out to Burna Boy too for letting me handle this particular project. Without much further ado, let's get right into it. Yeah, so I'm going to show you guys how I made this particular beat for Burna Boy. I started off with an electric piano, and it sounds like this. This is actually the main thing in the song. So after that, this particular electric piano is sent to mixer channel 4, and I have this effect on it. I have an EQ, and on the EQ I had to cut the low end, and I have a reverb. The name of the reverb is Valhalla Room. It's a great reverb. So with the reverb and the EQ, it sounds like this. Without cutting, it would sound, this is how the original thing would sound, So I had to cut the low because I needed, some hair drums. Hey. So after that, I played a bass line. This particular song, I actually started with the instruments. Like the chords, the bass line, like before moving on to the drums. Sometimes I start out with drums, sometimes I start with. But this particular song, I started with instrumentation. So this is the bass line. Oh Lord. You can feel it in your soul. If you're not feeling it in your soul, then you're dead. So basically this is just the bass line, and this bass line is from Nexus. This is a Nexus bass line. And I sent it to channel 5. I had to turn down the low cuts. I had to cut, the highs, so it sounds like I have to filter, more like filtering, like I had to filter the high end, so I'm left with only the low end. So it sounds like this. It will sound like this usually. Then I sent the bass line to, I had to send the bass line to channel 5, and on the bass line is an EQ. I had to cut the high, and after that I had this distortion. This is a distortion plugin, and it's called Decapitator, right? So I had to distort the bass and punish the bass, so it sounds like this. Usually it will sound like this without the. So this is secret number 1, distort your bass line, right? So here you go, distort. And this bass line would sound like this without, you know, you can actually hear it glide. You know why? Because of legato. This LGT is called legato, so without it, it sounds like this. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. Am I supposed to say fucked up? Yeah. Because it's actually fucked up, right? So I added another bass line. I mean, who plays double bass line on a song? Only Benjamz. So it's playing like this. So with the two, you hear like this. You can hear the depth. If you're actually listening to this without your headphones, you might not get to hear all this, right? So you need to buy a good headphone so you can actually hear the low end of the song, right? So after that, I have transient processor on it, EQ, reverb, and filter. Without all this, it will sound like this. And you don't want that, right? So this transient processor is actually very dope. Most people don't get to use it, but it's dope because I had to, like, if you want to shorten the tail of an instrument, you just have to use it, right? So I had to shorten the tail of, so without it, it sounds like this. Then EQ. Because I didn't want to stay high, so I had to cut it. Then reverb. Then filter. Just a little bit of filtering. It don't be. So like this, you can actually feel the soul in the music. I love my music soulful, right? So this another instrument, and this, I think, is my rainbow sound, and it's from a plugin called Chromaphone. So together it goes. Try. Hi. So this is a mute guitar. It comes once. And the mute guitar has a lot of things in it. I have a delay, actually, just a delay on it. So it sounds. So the delay is just, it's coming. It's like repeating, you know. When you hear once, it comes again and again. Comes. It comes. Was I supposed to say that? You have a dirty mind, man. Damn, bro, this shit is lit. I can't lie. This is like the sauce. This is actually a sample, and this sample is called Buzuki. What the fuck? Buzuki, bro. That shit sounds like an ancient Buzuki. What the fuck? So, but Buzuki is lit as fuck, man. So I had to use it. And you can hear, like, I'm going to give you guys a sauce. This sauce is called Valhalla Shima. Valhalla Shima is dope. I know the name sounds like I'm just, you know, I'm just bringing up names on myself, but that's the actual name. Come on, man. Valhalla Shima. And this is a reverb, right? It's a special type of reverb, and this reverb is mad. This reverb has a lot of tail. So without the reverb, it's just... You can actually do this with any reverb. You just have to increase the decay. There's a lot of decay in this reverb. So once there's a decay, it's very loud. It goes, the tail is long. It's very open, like it's room sound, you know. So it comes once in a while in the song. He don't be. Yo. And after that,
so here comes the African giant. That Africa we don't die. So here comes the African giant.
it comes.
That Africa.
So after that, I played another instrument, and this particular instrument is from Expand. This is actually the same chord I played, but as I was changing instrument, I heard this, so it was like, oh, this is dope. So together. Then moved on to drums. This is a shaker. This is a shaker loop. I have a bunch of shaker loops. And there's this plugin called... No, I'm not going to tell you guys. I'm not going to tell you guys. But this is actually a shaker, right? Then this is another shaker. I usually, like you can see, I played it myself, but I usually like just bounce it to wave, like. Then I had to layer another one. I think this is actually a tambourine. So this tambourine is playing the same thing. They're playing the same thing, so they complement each other when they're playing together, right? Then after that is a tone drum. Again, you have to shorten the tail of your sample, right? Dead. How it's supposed to be. So I'm just laying sound, different drums, right? So when they play together, they're more full. And again, you have to pan your instruments left, right, so everything doesn't just come in the middle like a mono, you know. You just have to spread your sounds. This is actually a rim shot sent to channel 11, nothing on it. Most of the times I just don't effect my drums because I love my drums to sound natural, right? Except when needed, like when I have to put EQ, you know, and reverb and compressor sometimes. The drum in this song is actually this, and I just had to EQ the drums because I didn't want the high end. it comes. Then this is a fill, a drum fill actually, drum roll. And there's oh, there's actually nothing on it, so it's just plain. Then on the intro, I had a low-cut filter, automated actually. So
this beat ain't normal.
So what is it doing? What is it doing?
This beat ain't.
What this automation is doing is this particular instrument that I showed you guys earlier. This guitar. On the intro, it's actually, the filter is actually cutting off. So I'll show you guys what it's doing. So this is the filter on it. This right here is the filter. You get out of the road. So on the intro, see what's going to happen. This filter right here will move.
This
On its own,
ain't normal.
it's opening. So you don't hear it bright at first. So it's just opening. It's opening. It's opening.
This beat ain't normal.
So the main song comes in. So that is what this automation is doing. Actually automated two things, I guess. Oh, three. Ooh. So basically, the same thing is happening on this electric piano. It's happening on a lot of instruments, but you understand the concept. The same is just opening.
This beat ain't normal.
That's where you hear this particular chant from Burna.
This
No,
beat ain't
Mando.
normal.
Burna is fucking talented, bro. He's very talented. So basically, this like, I think this like the whole thing, except some other little things that comes in, like transition effects, you know, like reverse, crash, and this particular 808. So there's an 808 drum here. It comes once in a while, it comes here again, it sustains, it goes up. This is the verse, like you can see. What is this? Oh, this is actually a drum loop. It's like a fill, it's a traditional bongo. Hey, hey, hey. So the drum is like I just used it because it works. Hey, over the delugo jinji, over the delugo jinji. That's actually my burst part. That was my best part in the song. So basically, this is just like the whole thing. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and like I've always said, I'll be looking out for you guys for questions, you know. So just ask your questions under the comments, and I'll be glad to help if I can. If I can't, then you can always, you know, do what you have to do. So basically, this is just a song, and this is Burna Boy's African Giant, produced by Benjamz Ill Beats. This beat ain't normal. That girl is so fine. The girl that said that stuff is so fine, man. You need to see her. It's so fine. She's so fine, dog. Hey.
This beat ain't normal.
Never normal. And I'm gonna
So here comes the African giant. Many people don't try to get test the African giant.
All right, so one thing that's happening here is that the delay I have on the vocal, I forgot to say something about this. This vocal, this another mistake most of you guys do. I know some of you are actually watching this, and most of these producers do this mistake. You just don't let your delay mess up your vocals, right? So you have to sidechain your delay. So when the artist is singing, the delay docks. When the artist stops singing, the delay opens, right? So it's not when the artist is singing, the delay is, right? The delay is just, so you have to like sidechain your delay so that when the artist is singing, the delay comes, you know, the delay docks. When the artist is done singing, the delay opens up again, you know. Sidechaining your delay is very important, and sidechaining your reverb too is. So on this particular song, I had to like, you know, so this is the delay, and this is the vocal. Oh, sorry about that. The vocal is routed. Where the heck is the vocal? Okay, so this is the vocal. It's routed to this place, this delay. So this delay is actually sidechained. So what happens is,
Tell them Africa we don't die.
the delay
So
comes.
here comes
When
the
it sings, the
African
delay
giant.
drops. It opens up again.
Many
It drops.
people don't try.
It opens again. So if you don't do it like this, then you probably just have to automate automate the vocal, or automate the delay rather. So, you know, you automate this particular one, then it means you have to like do a whole lot of work, because each time the vocal is singing, you have to like draw something like this, drop it down, then when the artist is done singing it, turn it up again. And that's like a whole lot of work. So that's not the proper way to do it. You just have to sidechain the delay. I hope you guys were able to, you know, catch up one or two from this particular song, and I hope to break down more songs for you guys in the future. And I mean, shout out to everybody that's watching this. Don't stop believing in your dream. There was a time I was actually posting stuff on Nairaland. I was posting free beats every fucking week. I was posting, and you know, on the comment we were all saying, this is trash, but I didn't give up. Don't give up in whatever you're doing. Keep going hard, keep doing it, and pray to God also, because I mean, God is like the reason, you know. You have to pray to God and put in work, and never stop believing in yourself. It's going to happen, you know. Shout out to Free TV for coming through again, and my name is Benjamz Ilbates. This is Free TV Studio X, the making of Burna Boy's African Giant. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Yo, what's good everybody? It's your boy Rex on the beach, and I'm one producer, and I'm out here with Femi TV, Studio X, the making of Amaya Boy by Malian Zlatan. So let's get it. So it was this fateful day. I got a call from Zlatan and Mali